YouTube is a fickle thing. One minute they love you, the next minute, who are you? Now, over YouTube's history, a lot of channels out there have risen to the top and then fallen into obscurity. Sometimes it is their own fault, sometimes it's their own choice, and sometimes we never really figure out what happened to them. My name is Danny Burke, this is Most Amazing Top 10, and today we've got the top 10 YouTubers who used to be famous. Alright, we're gonna start off with a channel that we just have to get out of the way because it's really annoying, although I think that was kind of the whole point. And number 10 is the annoying orange. Now, if you were on YouTube back in 2010, there was simply no way to avoid the annoying orange. He was literally everywhere. The videos usually involve the talking orange doing what he does best, annoying his fellow pieces of fruit in the kitchen and annoying his viewers at the same time. But something about this channel, just something about it, captivated viewers and it became one of the biggest in the world. At one point, it was the 8th most subscribed channel on the site. It truly was a dark time for YouTube. Now, their fall from fame could have been their failed TV show, the lack of original content, or the fact that the viewers just grew up, but the annoying orange channel is now one of those channels that people remember and go, oh yeah, oh god. Anyway, moving on to number 9, we've got IJustine. Now, she was one of the biggest YouTubers in the early days of the site. Her mix of vlogging, parodies, and viral videos such as the 300-page phone bill or the I want a cheeseburger video.
Have the cheeseburger, that's kind of what I want.
Meant she was pretty much one of the biggest things around. Over the next few years, IJustine reduced her live casting vlogs and focused on her web design and video editing career, as well as appearing in a number of TV series. IJustine is still active on YouTube, she's still making quality videos, and although her view count is not as high as it once was, a lot of people on YouTube today might not even know who she is. This seems more of a personal choice by IJustine, so I can respect that. Alright, coming in at number 8 now, we have Kassem G. In October this year, Kassem G will have been on YouTube for 10 years. He's simply one of the oldest around, and he used to be one of the biggest. He gained popularity for his comedy skits and collaborations with the likes of Shay Carl and epic rap battles. His most famous interview series where he awkwardly talked to porn stars, and his California On videos where he questioned members of the Californian public on a whole bunch of different topics, often with hilariously dumb answers.
Watch YouTube?
Never heard of it.
Now though, his YouTube channel is very quiet indeed. It seems he's traded the YouTube screen for the TV screen and is now focusing on appearing in TV series. He also had a short cameo in Transformers, check it out. Next up at number 7 we have Lisa Nova, real name Lisa Donovan. Now, Lisa Nova used to hold the unofficial title of Queen of YouTube. She uploaded a number of parodies and skits starting back in 2006 and then became one of the first YouTubers to make the jump to the mainstream when she joined the cast of Mad TV. She was also one of the co-founders of Maker Studios, one of the largest ever YouTube networks. But somewhere along the line in 2011, Lisa's YouTube account became silent, except for one video she hasn't uploaded since then. She's been losing about 900 subscribers a month now, and there is no sign of any big return to YouTube. And now at number 6 guys, we've got Dax Bling. Dax Bling is a character played by Madison Petrello that rose to fame back in 2007. Now, he attracted many fans and haters in those early days of YouTube, the perfect recipe for making it big on this site. Dax's 15-year-old boy was the most painfully awkward character you've ever seen. When you look back at his videos, it's kind of surprising that nobody realized it was just an act. I mean, it was really good acting, but it seemed to fool most of YouTube into either hating or loving him. Either way, like many big names from that time, Dax eventually disappeared from YouTube, and in the last 6 years, he has only uploaded some 5 videos, although he has appeared in a couple of big Hollywood movies, such as Project X and 21 Jump Street, where he played that nerdy kid Zach. I thought I recognized him from somewhere. Next up, we've got one of the biggest and earliest Call of Duty YouTubers, Xjawz, at number 5. Back in 2010, the gaming scene on YouTube was just starting to take off. One of the biggest games out there that was being played was Call of Duty, and the biggest YouTuber within that genre was Xjawz. His most popular videos were advice on how to play the game, but fans were also interested in his own personal life, and he quickly became one of the biggest stars in the scene. By the end of 2013 though, Xjawz had almost stopped producing videos altogether. His fans put his sudden disappearance down to a lot of drama that came from him flashing his newfound wealth and fame, or a serious addiction to prescription drugs. Other than one video back in November 2015 where he goes over why he left YouTube in the first place, he doesn't seem to be making any sort of comeback. Coming in at number 4 now, we've got Miss Hannaminx, real name Hannah Wagner. Now, Miss Hannaminx first appeared on YouTube in 2009, teaching viewers bits of the Japanese language, its culture, and travel tips for the country. Although many of her fans praised her helpful tutorials, tutorials, many others on YouTube, thought there was another, more clickable reason that most people were watching her videos, if you get what I mean. About 2 years ago, she just disappeared completely off YouTube, leaving over 500,000 subscribers out there wondering what happened to her. There are rumors going around that she simply outgrew her channel, that's not too surprising, not too uncommon, and that she moved on to get married and have kids, and that she didn't want to cause any sort of fuss, so she just left quietly. I'm sure in this day and age of YouTube drama, we can all appreciate that. Moving on to number 3 now, we have Ray William Johnson. Now Ray William Johnson used to be the most subscribed YouTube account on the site with his Equals3 show that involved him making jokes about topical events and viral videos. He became very successful with this format, and he was the inspiration for many other YouTube channels to follow. Eventually though, in 2014, Ray released a video called Thank You for Everything, where he explained that he was quitting the show because it was no longer satisfying him creatively. Notice there I said quitting and not ending the show altogether. He kept the show going with a string of hosts that the fans simply didn't seem to like, and before anyone knew it, Equals3 was a shadow of its former self. These days the channel doesn't have many views at all compared to the old days, and it's also losing about 8,300 subscribers a month on average. Many of the older YouTuber viewers think that this was the worst decision he has ever made with his channel, and many of the newer generation out there don't even know who he is. At number 2 now, we've got KevJumba, formerly one of the biggest YouTubers of all time. Now he first started uploading back in 2007 while he was still at high school. By the following year, he was already the #1 most subscribed comedian on YouTube. His most popular videos were often ones with his dad, they were my personal favourites, or his skits where he was poking fun at his Asian American upbringing. Kev started to post less and less videos on his channel until he completely stopped altogether in September 2013. He really was one of the all-time greats and became part of a superstar duo when he often teamed up for numerous videos with Ryan Nigahiga. Fans were hopeful for an eventual return, but in 2015 he either made all of his videos private or simply deleted them, because I can't see any. I couldn't find much else about what he's doing these days, but I did find one post that says he's actually become a Hare Krishna monk, one of these guys. Out of everyone on this list, that might be the biggest change of lifestyle of them all. From #1 YouTuber on the planet to monk. But hey, I guess whatever floats your boat. I still think Kev is great, even if he is a monk now. And finally guys, we started off someone very annoying, so why not just finish on the same note? Because our #1 is Fred, although I'm sure a lot of you guys saw that coming. Now if you don't know who Fred is, then you're either too young or you've been living under a rock for the past 10 years. Either way, think yourself lucky. For the rest of us, we do remember a time when this guy was all over YouTube. You simply couldn't escape him. Fred was created by Lucas Cruikshank. He was a fictional 6-year-old with a high-pitched voice and excitable temperament that many people either loved or hated. I was in the hating part. Either way, he generated a lot of views back in the day and broke a lot of YouTube first records. The channel was created in 2008, and by the following year it already had 1 million subscribers, the first channel to ever reach that milestone. It was so successful that he eventually went on to have his own Nickelodeon show, but the success couldn't last forever. The show was eventually cancelled and Fred returned to YouTube to find his former popularity simply evaporating. Now say what you want about this guy, but he was a smart businessman. Lucas actually sold the Fred channel and the whole franchise to another company who wanted to cash in on the subscribers, but like a lot of big companies out there, they simply don't understand that YouTube doesn't work like that. You can't just buy the subscribers and buy the views and everything's going to be okay. The channel has obviously been dying a very slow death ever since then, and the only thing that really remains of Fred is the memory that is etched into the brains of anyone who's watched one of his videos. I'll never forget. Well guys, that was our top 10 YouTubers who used to be famous. Did we miss any out? Probably. Also, which of the top YouTubers around do you think will always be remembered? The ones who are big now? Do you think they'll be remembered in 10 years? Don't worry, you don't have to say me, even I forget about me some days. I'm just kidding guys, or am I? Don't forget about me. Enough for me, enough of that nonsense. This is Most Amazing Top 10. I'm Danny Berg. If you do want to follow me on Instagram, you can find it somewhere down there, and I'll see you guys soon.